And this is why, no matter how weird the ad, you always go and have a look at something that pops up for sale. So all of this, and sorry, the sun is really bright today, there's a lot of glare. All of this was from an ad on Facebook that said free, come and get it. Alright, let's see what goodies we got here. These are a 5-stud pattern. I think these came off a Mitsubishi Evo that I'm just going to call them the seller mentioned. They're absolutely stuffed. I'm not sure if you can use the top hats. Don't know. James, they might be coming your way. There's 3 here, but there's another one inside this box. Oh yes, Lancia. I can actually tell you what this is. This is a Lancia Delta Integrale spare wheel. I don't know how I know that, but I knew it even before I saw some other stuff that was a bit of a giveaway. But I think just flashbacks to seeing Lancia cars as a kid. Okay, mystery tub number 1. What's in here? We've got... I can't tell what that's off. I don't know. I'm guessing Lancia. Okay, I might go in the Lancia pile. We've got ratchet straps, super handy. Jeez, Jason weighting that. Fabulous. Really handy. Okay, there's the rotor. Go over here, and so I'm guessing that's a rear brake rotor off something, so they can go in the scrap bin. Super handy. And what else have we got in here? Some kind of sound deadening or something. Yep. We'll keep that. That's lovely. That can probably go in the scrap bin. Oh, cable ties. Oh, other ones too. Hello. Great. Right. This tub might be for things that are useful. Is that off? Don't know. Okay. On to mystery tub number 2. Sometimes I'm an idiot. The answer to what is this thing is right on the front. It's a spill kit. That is actually really handy. James, that's probably coming to you. Mystery tub number 2. So there was something in here. I'm not going to show what's in that because it gives away some personal information. That is cool. Trust me, what's in here is fabulous. Let's look at what else is in here. We've got some brake fluid, which has been out in the sun. It looks quite old. It's probably useless. In the bin. That's handy. That can go in the keep pile. Brake hose. That can go in the throw pile. More cable ties. Oh, this is so good. Over in the keep bin, we've got some emery paper by the look of it. Another tin of nice and hot brake fluid. Great. A Dell laptop power cord from the era I should say when I used to work in IT, which is about 1,000 years ago. That can go and recycle. What's this? Shock and fork. Yep. That can also go bin. I think this came off Noah's Ark. Not sure. Brake chock? Wheel chock I should say. Not sure. Random plastic. Some fuses. Handy. Over in the handy pile. Don't know. Also, right, what's in here? We've got. Yep, okay, I know what that is. That can go over in the pile to be looked at off camera. Yes. Don't know. Oh, I know what it is. It's part of a steering rack. These are the 2 ends by the look of it, with some random wire and don't know. Random. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Lancia Delta. Useless. Bing, bing, yeah. Might keep that. The rest of it, yep, that can go over in the don't know, don't care pile. Handy. Go over there. Oh, hello. These are guaranteed to deafen everyone within a 5 meter radius. I've got quieter ones these days out there, but oh, hello. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna have to get fixed. That's fine. Random. What is this? Oh, hello. Cool. I needed one of these. That is really, really timely. That's a great find. That can go in the garage. And what else is there in here? What's quick car racing products? Oh, nice one. Sorry, pardon me, I've got a bit of a cold. That is handy. That is very handy. That is worth the price of admission alone. The spider you can go elsewhere, mate. I'll just let you vanish from here. All right, let's see what else we've got to go through. So in between looking at other piles of things, also got given these 2 wheels. If the stud pattern is Lancia Delta Integrale, I wonder if that's 4x100, which is the same as Mazda MX-5, which would be perfect, but I've got a funny feeling it's not. I think that would be too easy. So I'm going to have a quick Google of what a Lancia stud pattern runs. Are Lancia Delta Integrales even a 4-stud pattern, I wonder? One other thing I'll have to Google is, do Lancias have a twin centre bearing tail shaft? Because this could be either Mitsubishi Evo or Lancia Delta Integrale, so I'll have to look that up. It would be a pity to cut it up if someone else out there can use it, even if it's just a standby for a rally or something like that. It's got these. This end looks very Japanese, so it looks a lot similar. Sorry, I should say it looks very similar to the Toyota Hilux ones that I used to have to cut out of utes and hiace vans for Hilux diff conversions in old Mazdas. So I'm looking at, the more I look at it, the more I think, is this Japanese rather than European? Don't know, we'll have to do some research. Okay, the final mystery box. So we've got vehicle, okay, so whatever that's from, that's cool. We've got all these airline fittings. Aaron, that's yours, that's coming to you. The other stuff I might set up in my garage actually, or give it to someone else that can use it. Going back to here, scissor jack of doom that can go in the bin. Random bolts, a CV joint, some, what is this, USB port, random stuff in here. All of the stuff that everyone thinks that motorsport is glamorous, apart from the people actually involved in motorsport, and the very small amount of motorsport activity or involvement that I have had. All the stuff that goes on in the pits behind the scenes, you know, you go to write down something, there's no pens, that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see a really well organized race team and all of the stuff that they lug up in their trucks and cars and transporters. Just, yeah, look at this, like this is a spare, you know, probably of someone's tool cabinet or something like that. Okay, on to more interesting things. What is this? No idea. Might be a part of voice comms or something like that. Okay, getting interesting here. That's probably something to do with wheel alignment. There's another chain in here. Now, if you're eagle-eyed like I am, you've probably noticed that there's something, well, there's a few things interesting lurking in this box. And I had to explain to someone what this actually was. And I saw this little logo, where is it? Just over here. There we go, Weber. When you flip it over, yeah, I reckon that's an ECU off a Lancia. Someone will want that. So if you've got a Lancia and you're in, a Lancia Delta Integrale and you're in Melbourne, reach out to me. Okay, I took out some of the useless stuff that was just thrown into here. Yes, there's some sort of oil cooler, trans cooler, whatever it is up there. There's something AP Racing brake paint or something. A CV joint out of a Lancia, I'm guessing. But hello, look at what was lurking in the box. Now that is a piece of cool garage art right there. Or if you're out there somewhere and you need another rocker cover for your Lancia Delta Integrale Turbo 16 valve, hit me up. I've got one sitting in a box. I also have what looks like a memory or RAM or something chip, which is probably for the ECU. And then there's another piece of a rocker cover here, and then there's some actual camshafts lurking around in here as well. So this is the big box of surprises. There's a whole lot of suspension bits and pieces in here. There's some old belt webbing, there's brackets, headlight globes, that kind of thing. This was, there we go, caliper paint. There's a lot, oh look, there's even a set of wheel spacers. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to reach out to all my friends that are in motorsport and try and reach out to people as well and see if they've got a Lancia. I don't want any money for the Lancia parts. I'd rather it just go to a good home. I got what I wanted out of this haul, but it's just interesting what ends up in people's... I don't need that. I don't want to just get it out of my sight, home. You just think, yeah, sure, no problems. Happy to help. So also, I just spotted something here, which is near perfect because I need something like that. Ah, this has worked out really well. Excellent. And another thing I got was this item here, which I guess you would call a square, which I think they use to either do wheel alignments or check camber, toe, something like that on their cars, which along with that other tool that I showed earlier will be handy for the P6B to check the steering on that. So that was another nice item that they threw in there, and just want to close by saying that I didn't actually get all of this for free. I felt that I needed to say thank you because they held on to it for a few days until I could get down there. So I threw some money at them so they could go out, take themselves out for a couple of bottles of wine or many coffees or something like that. It was really generous of them, and they wished myself and some of my friends all the best with our forthcoming racing efforts as well. So it just goes to show, if you see an unusual ad on Facebook out there one day, don't just dismiss it out of hand. Reach out to people and you might be pleasantly surprised with what you end up dragging home. And I also have this now sitting here gathering dust, waiting for me to give it a clean and make it look a little bit more presentable before I find a home for it here in the garage. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. I've got some more Rover P6 content coming. I've found a couple of things that'll need to be fixed, so it'll be back to regular rover updates shortly. See you next time.